On the outskirts of St. Francis, Wisconsin, is a little gas station that does more than just fuel cars. It fuels the community. And at the center of all of it is Faisal.
Hi, my name is Faisal-a, and I've owned a family business in the city of San Francisco Bay Bayview for a little over 20-25 years. My family have, and currently I own a BP and Citgo on Howard and Clement. I was born in a somewhat lower middle class family. My dad was a delivery man for a candy company. Well, he had somewhat his own business there. Couple of robberies later, getting shot at later, he decided to migrate to the United States. We have an average family, 2 brothers and a sister. I came here to the United States and as a little kid. Coming here, my dad, he's always worked hard, right? I mean, he's coming here 19 hours a day, 7 days a week, along with 2 of my uncles. People always ask us, like, how were we able to expand the business? Those 3, my dad and 2 of my uncles, 19 hours a day, 7 days a week, started back in 1995.
For Faisal, this isn't just a business. It's a cornerstone of the neighborhood. His gas station isn't just a place to fill your tank. It's a place where connections are made, stories are shared, and support is given.
Worked hard from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, but it's the family, my dad, 2 of my uncles, along with my brother, we always worked hard. Even like when we were in middle school here in the United States, so I mean, we just didn't live a typical teenager life. We always used to come from the store, our brother from the school, right back to the store. Weekends at the store. It's funny, my dad still don't know this, but there are times where we used to tell my mom that please don't tell them that we have a day off, because then we'd be at the store from 5 a.m. to midnight, you know?
He brings people together. He has this natural ability to seek out people that are in need, and that is one of his greatest virtues. The guy is amazing. Faisal, for the city of St. Francis, has given money for the high school, for football, car washes. He comes there. He has done more than I can say in this time slot. The guy, his heart and soul is in the South Shore, St. Francis, and Bayview.
Faisal has turned this small gas station into a hub of positivity and support. Whether it's helping someone get back on their feet, sponsoring local events, or simply offering a kind word, Faisal believes in giving back.
So it was a very hard life growing up as a teenager, and I give a lot of credit to my dad, to my uncles, right? I mean, because if they wouldn't have established that, I wouldn't be able to do what I would do. There are a lot of people that ask me that were like, why do you do what you do, right? As far as the help in the community. There are 3 things that in my life, there are stages in my life that I've seen kind of made me drive toward the goodness. The first thing that I still remember that when we first came here, within a year, we were in a Boy Scout. And when we were in the Boy Scout, we went to camping. One of the checklists was a sleeping bag. Then we couldn't afford it, right? So what my brother and I did, we got our own blanket, a pillow, and took it to the camp. And there are kids around, right? And they're looking at us of everything. Instead of having a sleeping bag, we have blanket and we have a pillow and stuff and everything, you know? And something like that, you know, kind of drives me into having these kids run their own lemonade stand, learn how to earn their own, right? If their parents aren't fortunate enough, they can still in the summertime, run the lemonade stands, buy their own stuff, so they don't have to go through that feeling, right? Another thing, I just took my family 2-3 years ago in Pakistan. I saw this older man sitting there with a basket with 4 bananas and tried to sell that all day just so he can get 1 pita bread, right? The poor, right? That stage right there kind of felt me and made me feel that people work that hard for that little bit, you know? I mean, so nobody should have to live like that. So for me to help people out, I keep telling people, if you're fortunate enough, help the others.
I encourage everyone to not only get gas there, but also groceries, milk, lottery tickets, any way we can help him out and give back to him for what he's given us.
In a world that can sometimes feel distant, Faisal reminds us of the power of small acts of kindness. From behind his counter, he's building a stronger, more connected St. Francis, 1 gallon at a time. Because sometimes the smallest places can make the biggest difference.
Another stage of my life was when I went to a funeral 3-4 months ago. I have never seen a funeral that big. And for me, I want to be remembered that. When I go, I want to have people to remember, that many people to remember for what I've done, right? And fortunately, the community that I'm in, and everybody know in San Francisco and Bayview, the tough time that we've gone through for last year or whatever because of construction, sold the store, sold the business stuff and everything, but the love of community, the love of San Francisco and Bayview, kind of drove me right back into the business stuff, I think. So I want to do as much as possible I can. I probably have a year or 2 or 3 or 4, but as long as I am in the community, I always want to help out, do what I can. The biggest lesson that I want community to learn, that when I run that donation jar, people that are coming in and dropping the money in the donation jar, they don't ask me what political, what religious, what color, none of that matters. They just put that money in the jar. So person isn't born with that, right? So I just want people to help people out regardless to what the color is, what the political belief is, what their religion is, you know? There's not a community like Bayview and San Francisco that I've had people who have invited me to weddings, invited me to the birthday parties and stuff. So it's almost like a family, right? I mean, they've treated me like a family, and I want to do the same thing, right? And I truly believe, and I truly believe they are my family. So I mean, they have done everything. I still remember the construction again. You know, they closed one of my the entrance is the thing, and they actually fought to open one of the constructions, the entrance. So I mean, the less I say it, the more I say it. I mean, it's not enough. I can't express my feelings, the gratitude, the appreciation that I have for this community. I mean, it's been very great to me. So that's what one of the reasons why I want to keep on doing and keep. That's it.
Fozzie, you are such a great person for what you've done for the South Shore, Bayview, St. Francis. Your generosity is as big as your heart. And from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank you for everything that you've done. And I hope everything you've done good comes back 100-fold, because you deserve that. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you, Faisal, for fueling more than just cars. You're fueling a community.